And welcome, Dr. Esther. Congratulations on receiving the Children's Place International Hero Award. Can you explain a typical journey for children who need to access cancer care in Tanzania and what challenges they face?
Thank you, John, and thank you so much for considering me for the award. So cancer diagnosis in children in Tanzania, unfortunately, in majority of the places, it's associated with stigma. So once a child has cancer, especially with the visible tumors, it's majority of the community think that it's associated with witchcraft. And basically this is because of the low level of knowledge in the community. So people still think that children cannot get cancer, and also people think that there is no cure. So that is one of the biggest challenge. And then also the knowledge still, it's also very poor in the hospitals, whereby not majority of the doctors are able to diagnose that, and hence patient faces delay. And this is actually one of the biggest reason why we tend to get children who present quite late with the disease. But also there is fear and aversion of high cost of treatment. So majority of parents tend to use local herbs or go to witch doctors to get help. And so these are all challenges which majority of our patients face.
Thank you. What does KCMC and your team do in response to those challenges?
Yes, so understanding this problem, KCMC administration have decided, first of all, to really try and relieve the big burden, which is the cost for patients. So all of the patients who are diagnosed with cancer are treated free. They get all the investigation for free. The accommodation is being paid for. And they can stay in the hospital for a long time, get their treatment, but also get education while they're in the hospital, but also looking into other things like psychosocial support and nutritional support as well.
Wonderful. And from your perspective, as you look at the big picture, what work remains to be done to create a world that supports young people's needs and voices and dreams, especially, given the population you're supporting and caring for?
I actually think a lot needs to be done, especially through the education system. We need to start from there, from the school level. Majority of our children are not confident. They cannot self-express themselves. And I think this is a lot has to do with the way our education is structured. You know, that we are taught to just listen and obey and follow rules. And I think this needs to change. We need to teach them how to express themselves and to be confident. But also parents and teachers need to encourage this, to understand that the world is changing, and the child needs to express. So that I believe through this we can really bring out the talents and the good stuff which is in a child. Yeah.
And do you see an opportunity at the clinic to work with your young patients in beginning that journey, that educational journey?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's so funny, like majority of the kids that I see really face challenges talking to their parents. So I usually have an open door policy. They just walk in and ask me, about the disease, the treatment that they're going to receive, but also their future. These kids have a lot of things going on in their lives, but big dreams. So I get a chance to talk to them and explain, but mostly give them hope and guide them in the decisions that they want to make.
Wonderful. What inspires you about working on behalf of and alongside young people?
You know, these kids have a brilliant mind, and I really consider it a privilege to be part of their journey, to be there during their suffering, but also try as much as possible to relieve their suffering, but also to bring back the hopes and dreams that they have. So seeing how a child come with pain and, you know, with a lot of question, and then at the end of the day leaves the hospital cured and ambitious to go back and achieve what they want, that's what brings me joy. But also it's a great opportunity, you know, to be able to guide and shape this young mind. So as I said, for me, I consider this as a great privilege.
Hmm. You know, as I think about it, I know in prior conversations, I learned from you that there are only something like 6 pediatric oncologists in the country of Tanzania, a country of nearly 60 million people. What inspired you to go into the care of children with cancers?
That's a great question, John. I just, I think I just found myself there. You know, people always used to tell me that it's a tough discipline. You're gonna be sad and depressed most of your life, but like if I wouldn't have done it, then who would? You know,
Mm.
I guess I just happened to be there at the right time in the right place. So knowing that this could be an opportunity to change lives, to help children, I decided, you know, to have a go. Yeah.
Mm. Wonderful. What keeps you going, you know, as you experience so much hardship with children and families, and yet there's been so much positive change over these last several years. But I know there still must be really hard days. How do you find the resources to keep going?
Yet another very good question. Yes, there are a lot of bad days, but then when you get a good day, it's really a good day, and I tend to hold on those good days, and having a thought that I can always get better, I can always improve. You know, I can always, I am making a difference, and you see that in children's smiles. You see that during the conversation which I have with them. You see that when I come into their rooms or into the ward, their eyes lift up and they start, you know, their mood just change. So I know that I am doing something better for them and to help with their lives, as little as that is, but definitely I am making a change.
I don't know about as little, but okay, we'll let you go with that. So just a couple more questions. You know, what advice would you give to others who want to make a difference in the world?
My advice will be actually to always start now. Start with what you have, start with where you are. There is no better time, you know, there's no better situation, there's no better place. The time is now. So just start. You can be the change that you want to see in the world.
Hmm, very good advice. I mean, finally, what's your greatest hope for the coming months and years for your work, for the clinic, for well, just anything?
And I'm gonna try to be very ambitious here. So my biggest aim is to improve the pediatric cancer curative rate to be as similar as the developed country, because we do know that it's quite low in our setting. So actually, that is one of my biggest hope. But I'm also hoping like to try and advocate more, improve knowledge about cancer in the community, but also in the health sector. And then through this, I believe that we are going to cure more kids, we are going to relieve suffering, but then also have a great generation of children who are healthy. Yeah, so I hope for a better healthcare for children with cancer, and yeah, better curative rate for my country.
Oh, that's just very inspiring I know everyone who's listening, and to myself. And we're so grateful to have the chance to collaborate with you and partner with you, and hopefully add to that picture over the years to come. Just in closing, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I would like to say thank you, but also the big heroes are people like you who work behind the scenes, different collaborators who think more and beyond about themselves, and think about children in poor limited resources like ours. So you guys are the big heroes, and without you, I know that it would have been difficult to dream big and also to achieve some of the things that we are achieving at the moment. So I really want to say thank you so much, and please continue the good work that you're doing.
Dr. Esther, those are very kind words, but I have to be honest, I really don't know about that. We're such an honor to work with you, and you're so inspiring to us. And yeah, it's a wonderful collaboration. But I think in my mind, you always have number one as far as hero. So, but thank you for the kind words. We so appreciate the time together, and thank you so much again for your work, for the team's work. You make our work meaningful, and that we can have a partner who is making and transforming lives through the healthcare services you provide. And we're so looking forward to continuing that collaboration over the years to come. Thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you.